Hello, my name is Marty Mack, and the country that I chose for the emerging markets presentation is Egypt. I'm going to go through three different factors to explain why I think they should invest or they shouldn't invest in the country. The first factor to discuss is the growth. Analysts are projecting a 4.5 to 5.5% growth in the population over the next 5 years. The population is currently 90 million in the country, which makes it the largest country in the Middle East. On top of that, the middle market class has been steadily growing over the previous few years and is expected to grow over the next few years. Thirdly, the GDP is expected to grow 3% over the next year, when compared to it growing 2% over the previous year. Combining these three ideas up is showing that there's potential for tremendous growth and that it is steadily on the rise. One of the leading indicators for the Egypt economy is the market vectors Egypt ETF, which has grown 36% over the previous year. This is just showing how there's rapid investment in the country and there's potential for growth over the next few years and over the long term. The second factor that I wanted to discuss is the politics. The country has been at unrest for the past few years. They've gone through significant change in overthrowing their government and having a new election in May. In the new election, only 47% of the population turned out to vote. This shows that there's a potential that the majority of the population are not agreeing with the current government or do not agree with the new laws and regulations that are impacting the country. This could lead to a potential where investing in the country would not be a great idea. Also, the regulation is very unpredictable with the new government in place. Just recently, in early 2014, they implemented a law that no 2 or 3 wheel vehicles are allowed to be brought into the country for resale or for their own use. This is just an example to show that there's a potential that very rapid change in the regulation or the laws could have a significant impact on an investment. Finally, there's potential with the unrest in the country and with the politics is that this could impact the shipping lanes and could have serious disruptions on trade, which could lead to significant increases or decreases in the commodity prices. Just combining all this again, it has a significant impact on whether or not to invest in the country. The third factor that I wanted to discuss is the economy. More importantly, the tourism. That is the number one part of the economy and what helps it grow. It is actually at the lowest point that it's ever been, and one of the main factors of this is the unrest in the politics and the protests that I just described. This low point in the tourism has caused the economy to not grow as quickly as it is capable of. Also, the Egyptian pound is at an all-time low at 7.16 to 1 USD. This is actually projected to depreciate in the upcoming years due to inflation and dollar shortages. Combining these three factors, you have to weigh the positives and the negatives. For the negatives, you have the tourism and the economy and the politics unrest, which would have a fluctuation in your investment. You could go through significant highs and significant lows. And then you have the potential for growth, which is a positive. I believe that over the long haul, that the growth is the right choice, being young and looking towards the future. So in conclusion, I would invest in the country. When you weigh the positives and the negatives, you can look long term and not have to worry about the short term increases and decreases as the country becomes more stable. Thank you for your attention.